So many people don't know this, but Shib actually had a little bit of a sneaky push last night. And this is actually as BTC was making some major pushes itself. And this actually led to some record days taking place in terms of Shiba Inu. And now what's interesting about this is even though, we've kind of pulled back just slightly, we're consolidating slightly, there is actually something pointing to striking similarities from February before Shiba Inu went and did its 4.5x. Is this something that is about to take place once again? Now, I want to discuss this with you guys. I'm Luckside. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It will keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So looking at the SHIB charts, if we look at this 1 hour, you guys can see that Shiba Inu actually broke above 4030 yesterday. I didn't know this happened. This happened late last night. And this is actually as BTC was making very similar moves, climbing all the way above 90K for the first time ever. Man, yesterday was absolutely insane. I'm sure you guys felt the same way. And now we've dealt with a little bit of a cool down. That's okay. I am okay with cooldowns. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with consolidation. And in fact, over the last 24 hours, we have dealt with some insane records in terms of Shiba Inu. This says 21 trillion SHIB, but it's even bigger than that. We dealt with a $6.2 billion day in terms of SHIB, 233 billion Shiba Inu transacted. That's almost half the supply. Really think about that. When we look across all these other assets in the space, even the $155 billion in trading volume for Bitcoin only equated to 1.7 million BTC on the move. So there is a lot of volatility, a lot of transactions taking place in terms of SHIB. And that can be seen kind of all over the metrics. So we actually had the largest large holder day we've had in terms of volume since March. So they actually transacted 15 trillion SHIB yesterday themselves. And this actually equated to a net positive day. So we saw whales on the ad yesterday. And it's not surprising because as we deal with the consolidation and the dips, and as people are shaking themselves out, whales are stepping back in, being long-minded and buying up the supply. It happens time and time again, rinse and repeat. Anybody that's been unloading is kind of getting caught now, right? Now, second of all, new adoption rate for Shiba Inu climbs back above 40%. So 43.15% of transactions that took place yesterday were in fact by new Shiba Inu holders. So that's a very exciting sign. So adoption rate is still climbing even as Shiba Inu is pumping. And I have to say, a couple people that I know personally, I have one that actually unloaded SHIB for some other asset. Well, he bought back Shiba Inu again yesterday. So the excitement is starting to build surrounding Shiba Inu, and these are very positive signs. Now, that being said, we did have a day yesterday where we had unloads from an average hold time of 9 months. Is this a red flag? No, not really. We dealt with days like that here recently. You guys can see average unload time of 1 year back on November 8th. We've had chop days like this before. What I want to point out, though, is actually we're seeing a very similar trend to what we experienced back here in February. All right. So what you start to see is some of those long-term holders begin to unload. People that were just ready to like break even after our big consolidation before, they've unloaded, they've called it quits, they've walked away. And that's fine. All right. That is actually an important thing because what you need to think about is this happens every single cycle. All right. Every single time we go on big pumps, you deal with this where people have been like, okay, you know what? We pumped here, we dropped, we're falling. Crap. Once I get back to even, I'm going to call it. Right. And this is exactly what we saw in the latter part of February, people just dumping and unloading. And then SHIB starts running and then the FOMO sets back in. Then they chase. Then that asset runs even higher. Then there's excitement outside the space. So this is all stuff that is kind of working out perfectly. This is exactly what we saw back in February. Now, I'm not saying or guaranteeing that we're going to do a 4.5x like we did here in March, right? Or late February into March, but all the stuff is just so eerily similar. It's kind of crazy how similar this is to our early market pump. But what you need to know is that this part of the cycle is even more explosive, has even more outside adoption. This was the tease back here. This was the time where we got a little burst of outside capital, a little burst of excitement. That's all good. But now we get into this time where it's more sustainable, where BTC pushes higher and faster because of institutional money, because of long liquidations, because economic concerns are kind of dwindling. All the stuff is kind of aligning perfectly for this next big push in the crypto market. And Shiba Inu is something that benefits heavily from it. Again, remember, $6.2 billion in trading volume over the last 24 hours. It is one of the highest transacted coin in all of crypto. It has some of the largest optics in all of crypto. And there's going to be a point where price goes boom. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Show your love below. Oh, if you guys haven't already, do make sure to check out Margex. There is a referral link in the description below. My position is still open on this, guys. I've had this open actually since September 24th. You guys can see 633% in profit. If you guys are swing traders, this might not be a bad time to utilize Margex to trade on leverage. I've done some 50x leverage trades. I've done some lower margin trades. For example, this is only an 8x that I have open right now. I opened this back when price was low, and I've kind of been sitting on these. I'm still just waiting, but this is a time to take advantage of all the different tools that you guys have. So appreciate you guys. Again, there's no KYC, $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses, but have a great day. We'll see what the day brings us. Hopefully it's more of the same from yesterday, and we're just waiting for this big shift again to alt excitement. Have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.